All right, this video is really not for you. This is for all my chiropractic colleagues and the people who know me personally, my family. This is a funny video. I've had some VH tapes locked up in a cabinet for about 30 years. My wife and I are cleaning out the house. I found these tapes, and here I'm going to present to you various tapes of my training, of who I learned from over 30 years ago in chiropractic school. I don't expect the average subscriber to even watch these. It's okay, you don't have to. But the one impression I had the most from all these videos was, wow, my hair was black and I sure was thin. So I hope if you're a fellow chiropractor, you'll watch these with a little bit of chuckle. The sound quality isn't that good. There's some scratchy parts, but if you're interested in this stuff, wow, this is really a blast to the past. So enjoy the videos.
Depends on Davis subs. Great. Thank you. Great.
No. This one right there. One right there at 6. Okay.
Who's that?
Work, because it doesn't look like what we're doing. What we're going to do, I'm going to set it right now. So I'm sitting. It's going to be long on your right side, so.
Well, when he went up there, because it all can affect the lung. There's one's a major on it. You can little nerve flavor. Wait a second.
Okay.
just correct the vertical subluxation. There's the PSA. That's right. Come on over. On this one, you have to go on the other one. Okay. Do it right. Okay, we'll do a PLS.
Actually, you need to scooch down a little bit. Just a little bit more.
Don't move something.
Move something. Yeah, with your finger, which is a good thing. Caught me off guard too. Caught him off guard.
That's why I caught you off guard. It moves.
Very early.
Like this? Oh, right.
She thinks he's reaching for something.
That one we have to set that a little more. Put my chicken feet.
What is the difference? Let's check it out. Same position.
Did it go?
Jimmy, I'm gonna go on. Go ahead. You stop the go. This is in 1920. Inside the collar is all brown. Background. You're really short.
No, it's not a lot of force. I don't want to do it any more than, this primarily is all, that's better.
Percent all the way down.
No, it wasn't.
Almost. Same. That's just a hair more. Actually, we're pretty close. Hurts very.
It hurts both sides.
Maybe it's true.
That's misnomer, because I'm
Still
really,
way to go.
I'm really opening up that side a lot more than I do on the syrup.
So you mean the opposite side of the
I'll tilt the head more.
I have trouble with C1 because I always get C3. It feels like something else down below. And I bend into the side. I just try to bend and run it atlas. And then what I feel pop is here. You know what I mean? Oh.
I heard you saying,
I get the wrong bone.
No, it's too slow.
Mike is dead. The pitbull's gonna kill him.
keep his feet down and move it.
The energy's going in deep.
You sneaky devil, you.
What do you say? Stuff?
I said, you sneaky devil, you. You're like, you know, any pressure on it. And then what you're doing, you're setting it, it's just moving it together when you feel it, it's relaxed. I try to not all, adjust all of it. Now, I got you to move on the left side, so I was a lot more relaxed.
Yeah.
You were relaxed and then it moved. Then you to feel what needs to be done for it to move. You get the tension,
Maybe
you
suffer a
patient,
lot.
then you give the thrust. That's part of our family time. You know, we need a few more to work on. And what you're doing is pulling the tissue. A lot of these adjustments are because you've got the tissue right, then when you make the thrust, the segment will move. So you hold it, and it's very audible when you move it, set it up. So just have to make sure that you get underneath it, pull it all the way up. Let's see, if somebody takes the shirt off and takes the contacts. Get good view.
So you pull the tissue
Video.
from the
Or
black
just-
curl
just
line,
for-
just pull the tissue all the way from home.
Straight
please?
Where it touches the sacrum. Touches the sacrum and side up.
Now you can see Adam's beautiful body.
Don't be afraid to do this when they're necessary to be done. The trouble is, a lot of times they're adjusting coccyx when that's not the problem. If they can sit down on them, they don't have a coccyx. But you can have an ilium that causes a coccyx symptom. But they're sitting on a cushion or something if you've got an anterior coccyx. Very seldom they go posterior.
They teach at school that the outside adjustment doesn't work very well. Most of the time you have to go on the inside.
You do damage on the inside, you never control what you do when you're doing that. You just pull them back on it. Injuries is painful as heck, first of all. The PS, it's right there. If I'm going to adjust that sacrum, it's a PI-IN. I've got to set the sacrum forward this way to take the PI portion of it out. Then I have to set it outside to take the internal and bring it down. So it has to come over and down. So my line of drive has to be up to the superior. I just the soft part of the pisiform. Then I have to set it up, superior, over and down. So I'll just go up and down, over.
For what listing now?
PI.
Down?
See, it's going PI.
Mm-hmm.
When it goes IN, it raises up.
Okay.
So when it goes IN, it slips up this way. So what it's done, it's gone this way and up. So I have to take it up this way and bring it down for it to set into its articulation. It's the opposite of the ASEX. You have to do that in two directions. So to pull an EX, it's easier to get a better move pulling it than it is pushing it. Because if I wanted to push an EX, it's already going external. I have to bring the anterior portion of the limb anterior to the posterior portion of it. Well, the inferior has to go anterior, the superior has to go posterior. So that if I'm going to set it, I have to set it so when I drive it, I'm driving it this way. Well, there's not many people that can do that unless they know what they're doing. So the tendency is to, okay, I'm going to do it, and you do it this way, and you make the EX get worse. So if I'm going to take the EX, say an ASEX on, if I'm going to pull it, I'm going to take all the tissue out, and I'm going to pull it down to take the AS out of it. I'm going to bring it across and bring it up for the AS, the EX portion of it. When it goes EX, it drops down, and it goes IN, it goes up. So now I have an anterior ilium that's gone EX, so it's gone anterior and up, and external and down. So in order to get that, I have to take the anterior portion of that first, the AS portion. I have to lock them in, bring it down, and then set it up at the end. And the end up is what takes the EX out of it. If there's a bad, say it's an ES2 and an EX10, well, I've got to set that thing up high. Options that you have to understand so that you can use them when they're necessary. PIEX, because it's all going in the same direction. It's going posterior, and it's going EX down. So when I pull that, I have to pull that up towards his left shoulder. So I just pull that one up. That's an easy one. Just like an ASIN's easy because it's just all in one move. So, see, the AS is coming right straight down, the IN's coming down too, so I just set it right like that. Set it right straight down.
Feels like I got his shoulder pushed as far as I can comfortably go for him, but maybe I don't.
Is your right shoulder this big?
I'm okay. Oh, just a tiny little inside. Let's do it. Wait. There's a little bit.
You want to make sure that you're going right through the thumb when you adjust.
Instead of having your thumb away.
You don't want to go this.
Right, okay.
So you want to get that thumb to go straight through. Because I got straight. What I want to do is make the contact right straight on that. And he's hard to move. And you're testing it down once you get that.
hard to set up.
It's good. And right before you leave it, just relax. Or my head's way over. Let me set. Probably it's just not quite locked in enough. That's as far as. That's what we ought to do next week, maybe.
I'd like to review that.
Let's start adjusting on there and now on here and see if.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds like a great idea. Got me?
I have one in Colorado, Durango. I got one in San Francisco. I got one in Santa Barbara.
It's really nice areas.
All I'm gonna do is just set that down. That's as far, if you're gonna try to set it.
This
from
is
that far,
seated T3.
Bring it all the way over, break them right where the joint is, and set it in right, just like that.
It's conditioned.
You know, get used to what you're doing. You're doing it for 40 years.
Right.
But if my grip is not probably any better than yours.
Yeah, it's good downstairs.
That's it.
We need the block.
R. A.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yes, okay. Let's get down a little bit. Let me see if I can. That wasn't what I was hoping it would be. It's how it can move. Yeah, well, we're not.
It moved enough. The only thing from the posterior side of the anterior is dropped down. Roll over a little bit.
If you want to.
Let's flip it.
I felt C2.
same old thing. It's just
You were close. You were. So you have to be very, very loose.
yeah. It's,
And then you set it.
let me tell you. And that, I mean, I was really stoked because I had about 75%.
You can move.
The movement. From when I lifted Tracy up and I twisted.
Yeah,
And that was,
and it locked in.
yeah, and I never had gotten relief after that.
There you go.
How's your finger?
Mine is
You went more lateral. You know, right now you're trying to stay on the spines, and every time it's adjusted, somebody else, you know, they come like right on lemon, and that way you're not like this. You're more this. I think he does.
Is that right? Whatever it says.
No. What did that feel like?
The things. See, at least I kept him in the chair. Otherwise, he loses a lot of that energy when he moves, see.
But he was out.
Feedback
He's out here.
further, right there.
He's definitely a lamina more.
Shoving it up, because when you shove it, you start to get the rotation in it.
That's better, but your thrust is still feels like it's going. Like,
See, if you watch, I'm not going to do it. When you watch, I'm lifting that up. I'm adjusting
Yeah.
this way. I'm not adjusting this way, because if you go this way, it's not going to move. So I have to adjust it up like on a traction move. And that's where you're going to find that they're going to move. Now, some patients, I can't get to relax on the pelvic table, but I can adjust them on the high low. Because they can't resist as much as they do on the table. It tightens.
And how do you adjust people?
there's something.
You're talking about the lumbars and stuff?
Yeah, your chest is stopping.
How do you adjust people on the high low
So I have to stay
in the,
back.
in the lumbar region?
Just
That's where my balance is.
Yeah, I mean, do you do it just like you showed us on the
Just take
knee chest earlier?
Yeah.
Same thing. You just get on the
It's not
contact.
down as, I mean, you're getting down as far as, but it's not like on the knee chest. The knee chest is, that's a lot freer on how much the spine can move. But you can.
I like the feel of that in the hand better too. I don't know, does it draw it back easier though?
Something new.
Yeah.
Buddy Holly. Oh boy.
I don't know. Very good.
Did I hold like this or did I thrust? Am I putting enough thrust in or too much rotation?
Two thrusts.
Okay, I'm trying.
Two thrusts.
What all the film?
You have to know all those areas. Why should I over X-ray them and not know what I'm getting?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Go to court and prove the value of them.
You probably have before.
Oh, yeah. We went to court against the state board. I got paid for it.
I got the EX out.
That's how I feel.
P-I-I-N.
You don't, you just lock the pelvis, right? This one. This one. Again?
Yeah, you're not.
I feel like it's still more slack in there before.
Let me, I'm not gonna do anything, I just wanna see. See, I push, I get that slack on there, right then is when I start, then I do the adjusting at that end. But I'm doing it fast and you can't see it too much, but
Yeah.
just have to get that.
Can you take one more, Adam?
Can you take two more, Adam?
David? David?
Does it sound like David?
Take it more. There, more. There, now you just
What? That's it.
Yeah, I tried it.
feel the.
Yeah, I felt it on my second one that I was still having slack in there.
Because before, you take it to here, and that time you took it and it was ready.
Yeah.
And then you've gotta make sure that you lock that, so when you set that, you're setting it right into something solid. But he just moved that pelvis. That's
Well, there wasn't a whole lot of movement in there, but,
I'll try one time.
yeah.
I thought you got it.
Well, yeah, we got some.
See, I don't remember that.
Yeah, that can see it for now. You got pressure in it, and I have to set it. No.
You probably do.
But it didn't have much of a problem before.
You raise the top first.
There's this one
Yeah,
first.
there's room for the bottom. Spring on it.
Okay.
Keep it. Take more pressure. Push down harder on it before you make the thrust. But you can do it real easy. You don't have to do it real hard. Just gotta make sure you get the stuff there. Push down. There's no down on it. A little bit more. A little bit more. Not pressure.
And move no pen.
It moved a little. But that was, you gotta
You
really.
feel better? Or no?
Well, you gotta really, like, take it all the way down, because this thing moves, and you're taking it kind of halfway. It probably looks bad, but you could take it farther. Probably better. Probably.
was actually better than the first one. But actually, I don't know if you did it on purpose, but the first one was good because you let my head kind of go like in the neutral position.
Were you forward on that?
On that one, it was, actually the second one was better, I thought. But the first one was good, because I don't know what you did. But
I moved it on the first one, but I still saw some pressure. Yeah, that's fine. See, I think the mistake I always make is I always end up flexing him without his head bent forward. Really makes a difference.
Looks like he's got more curve.
Right.
So it's like straight.
Mhm. And I don't think I got the brush picture.
No, you did. Actually, I captured the moment.
Cellulite once upon a
See, that's much further down than
what happened there before?
I don't know, I just kind of, I haven't been adjusted in a while.
Okay, let's sit up, let's just see what.
Well, you moved it after that.
Can you check this? That could be that easy.
No, that's on the setup one.
Oh.
You moved it after the setup. I mean, on your
You
thrust.
felt it.
Yeah, you moved it after on your thrust.
Let's go try that.
If you take the laminate, it's not over that far. Take the splint. Might not move as easy.
Yeah, you need to take it
Sorry, I
down.
hit you there.
You need to take it down a little bit further, like I kind of high. Needed to move it down further. Please. You know how things like that more.
See? Yeah, I didn't do enough.
No, I still feel like it.
I got punched.
I still should punch, but just, I kind of know what you're saying to me now.
Yeah. Because, is that your skin?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it had to go more this way. Then,
It was looking good. If you would have taken it just a little bit further and pushed the shoulder a little more too, it's just doing a little more of what you did. We're pretty close. Your body has to harden and learn.
Well, you have to have a concept to begin with, and we don't give them a concept. If we could do this in a
Punch.
motion picture to show how you have to do it, then your mind is.
Actually, you need to see that.
That's a lot of extra radiation. Try to do it for us.
He says it's cheap. He says it's cheaper though because you're just putting it on a tape, and you can put more than one on a tape, and it's more economical to run it. He says that the machine costs like $75,000, but after you buy it, then the cost of running it is very minimal. I guess there's no developing either.
What do you have to look?
No.
I mean, how can you market? That doesn't tell you anything.
No. I told you. The guy he's trying to do a good job, I think. He's lacking common sense, so.
Moved pretty good on the first time.
Well, I don't know if I did. You see it? That's 40 days. That's fine. Oh, you know what? It was in 49, I graduated in 49. Graduated in 48, they put in 49 because I spent extra work. I did postgraduate work in there, and more private. So actually, they graduated me at 49. They increased it to $4,000 after. So I had to spend more time in school. Wow. What you need to do is just go in front of the school and hand out cards and tell them, there you are. Put a spinal tap out in front of the school.
We lost 2 guys in 1912. We lost the whole class in 1913. These guys took taking.
See, one of the problems that you have with that is if you don't join,
Going back.
if you drop your membership, this puts you there.
Just want to find a balance point in my head.
How much is the membership?
Well, no, it's $50, $50 a month a year or something. That's not much.
Yeah.
Don't push me forward, I should be back a little bit more.
I was looking for a lot of my colleagues who take lunch. But it makes it good because, see, this has more information about the
Yeah.
campus. And you can get a hold of people, call them up if you want to check them. Just sit in.
That's nice.
Yeah?
Some Australia guy. He was finishing up. He was gonna.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You gotta take on.
What school was he from?
Well, there's only one over there. It's
Oh, he was from the Australia guy. Yeah. There's only one school
You
there.
go through, I think, what is it, Melbourne?
Something like that, yeah.
You take.
It's actually in the university, right?
It's in the uni.
Uni.
You know, what you can get in over there if you graduate from college.
Yeah.
See, we're not involved in the chiropractic procedure through all this. And all this stuff you should be educated to. That's what's getting paid for. You should know what's happening with the profession, what's happening with the doctors, and how they handle practices.
You should have my moved twice.
So this one is not able to, might not be able to, but you're going to get a reaction. Just a little
it was like. Sorry.
Okay.
It's
ticklish.
Sorry, did I hit you?
You just, no, it's okay.
Yeah, I just,
That kind of maybe I do. Okay.
Now, how can you pick PIEX or an ASIN?
well,
Is it like a critical thing, or could I have picked ASIN and done that?
you could have done either one, but neither one are moving, so I just wanted to find out.
I'm trying to make my contacts in, though. Yeah, try again. There you go. All right.
Yeah.
You want to feel on that last adjustment?
Yeah.
Right before you thrust?
Yeah.
Relax.
Okay.
Because you're taking it to tension.
You know, whenever they feel like yours, I don't have any confidence it's going to go. When they're not quite as mobile, I feel like I can get it. There's something I'm not doing on this.
Keep it from being mobile, I'll take the slack. You got it set up.
Would you, am I doing it in the right?
Set it.
Oh,
Pulling up, I'm not setting it in.
if I could
You
just
can tell
get
the
that,
difference.
I need to get that.
In the line of drive, put your hand there.
Okay.
You've got to, you set them up like that. You come up, you don't go down.
Okay, do that again.
You set it up. When it's ready to come, I set it up this way.
There you go.
So you can't. It moves a lot better to the left. It moves a lot better to the left. So you adjust it from the right side. Shows you can do it, anything you want with the atlas.
And what are you doing with your fingers when you do that? What's a different motion? I only know one finger on the atlas, one finger on
Yeah.
the axis.
See, basically what I'm doing is I'm feeling that, but you see he's got a lot more motion here. He didn't have it, now he does. But before, he could only get his nose over to the right that far.
Just general rotation, maybe?
His anterior feels like the atlas. He feels it. And then it feels like his posterior here. And you just kind of test it, and then test it.
See which way it
Oh,
looks.
one finger's anterior and one finger's
Yeah.
posterior to the atlas?
That's what it felt like.
Is that what you're doing with
Yeah,
that?
well, I'm trying to get, instead of just doing this,
Uh-huh.
coming over this way, I'm just trying to look at, when I'm looking up this way, I'm just trying to see how much it moves. It moves better to the left than it does to the right.
Okay. So,
Moving, look Gotta gets too sleepy people in Bunbury Lane, and too much loves to sit at me. You're not gonna see much from this side.
Enough on this side?
Well, you won't see what he's doing from that side.
Actually, we have lots of pictures this side. I want to see.
Oh, okay.
One at different angles.
It's out of your butt, I see, that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a professional right now.
You got that.
Yeah.
Now that was preliminary. Okay. Now it's going to be the improvement.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
You in 05 or 04?
I'll find.
Just thought I'd check. Hey, very good. You had more, the thrust is more headward than the other one somehow.
Okay.
Seemed like it pulled the spinous or up, or got it to move.
Okay, let's see what. You know what?
That was a much better sound.
That was actually. It felt better.
That was,
It was
that
actually
was
just
the
that-
depth. The other one was more facettic.
Little lateral.
Rotate like I used to. His nose is like straight ahead, and
Then it whacks.
then you're rotating it and following through.
I'm not going to thrust. So. Get him to.
But
And then.
relax and get him more someplace, and then go straight through instead of rotating. Let it break.
Okay, Phil, one more time.
Wait, did it? Let's see what happens.
People walk.
That was last 12.5.
Sounds like you remember this place, Brian.
You got back next week to get straightened out. Yeah.
What's that hockey bullshit?
A lot of weight around. Check later on before you leave.
And check those mid-thoracics, see if they're.
Go ahead.
Not too long.
You're using too much force on it.
No tension?
You're doing too much on the side of the skin that you're going to fracture that. You want to move forward with your hand.
Should be more back.
You want to put your hand to set it this way. You don't want to do this because you're just going to get the whole neck. You want to get the contact point of what you're going to set and then set it right on that point. That way you won't get your hands all.
That's true. So bad.
Well, I'll tell you, get a hold of a bad neck and it's just like hitting against this, and you do that a couple times, then you can't adjust anybody because once that ligament gets strained,
Yeah, I did that at school, this one guy, both times doing his neck, I just,
And I'll tell you, if you do it bad, it takes you months to get over it. It's a good thing we have a lot of dummies around. We just, I can see these artificial, well, you see all that stuff the medics have to practice on. They'll always give shots to the,
Less force and left. More reflection.
talking about marketing and not dispersing. See, all the big companies with millions of dollars because they try to come up with another product and they weaken the name that they're working on.
Yeah. Just pop over.
This would be ASEX. Pull it up, you mean?
You gotta pull it down first.
Down, then up.
Then up.
How's it? Working right?
that's right.
You take all that slack out.
How?
Yeah, get them over enough so that you don't.
Way over.
That's it.
Distract up, Adam, when you're right hand.
Yeah, I'm distracted.
That's it. Yeah, just drop your whole body weight.
Better this time. Oh, pretty good.
Why it wasn't work. So that's as far as it'll go. Won't go any more than that.
The racket, so it's brand new anyways. I've been using Tracy's racket.
Bend your arms. Get down there and just put your weight over it. Bam. That's better.
You don't need to bend your arms. That doesn't help. And what you want to do is keep them straight. And you come in and you just drop it down that way. Once you do this, you lose all your power. Actually, it's good. It's good. There you go. Yeah, it's good. Might move wrong. You can't go wild. There's no trial that runs that way. Absolutely. I've been in too many of them. They just tell you, shut up, make your point, and that's it. And you're out of order, and that's it. You can't talk about it. They let them talk about anything. And then when they bring it up,
Adjusted.
all these things are
Perfect.
And hair raising.
Less it didn't go through your arm.
No.
That was the difference. There you go.
All right. You gotta realize. Find out what you did.
Okay.
So you moved it. It's not as much of a break there as it was before. You have to be careful that you don't want to do too much sometimes. Because you're using a lot of force and it's going a lot of direction and it moved.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could probably move it more, but you have to be careful that you don't. How did it feel when you said it?
Actually, it didn't hurt, and it felt right. I mean, went up.
See, I don't see the break there. Were you moving it or not? It's not breaking. Now you feel cheated because you didn't get another shot at it. See, I see. I cheated.
It went, but it wasn't
It's fine. Why are you doing more? It moved. Check them. No, I'm not getting mad. I just don't want you to keep doing something if it's going to
I wasn't
move.
gonna push it, I was just gonna.
You moved good. It moved good. Something happened. Let's check it and see if it went out. That's all.
I should have pushed up, like you said, straight up on your shoulder instead of trying to rotate it.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? Is that yours
I
or?
got some ox protector. I didn't do anything with this yet.
It's good.
Trying to go straight through with this. Every time you get a little bit more straight, it gets more powerful. It goes a bit too much.
You gotta let it settle down anyway. You're not gonna do any more than that. That's all right. Heavy
That
trouble.
was in your list, right?
Huh?
Just want to make sure. That wasn't
Do I?
yours.
No.
No, no, that was all him as far as I can tell.
I mean,
I just turned his head
That was
more.
battle, man.
Yeah, but all I did, I was watching him,
Where's your
and I just turned the head more.
where's
Make
your
him-
X-ray? Is it up there?
yeah, I think it's his.
We set that as the SLA or else they'll do it. Stand up.
So it's something around today.
What, the loan company's coming after you?
Yeah, I got my first request for payment. Is that okay?
This whole thing wants to move this way, because this is the line of drive you're moving at. You're not gonna, you don't wanna, if you adjust it down toward the condyle, nothing's gonna happen, you're just gonna adjust it into the axis.
Yeah.
You have to adjust it, so when you're adjusting the atlas, you're adjusting it across the axis, straight through it. And then if this is out of position, it's a problem with the HIO. portions and what they try to do, if the occipit's high, they want to adjust the atlas over to it. But the best thing to do is to bring the occipit down into the atlas, because that's where it belongs, and leave the normal relationship between the lumbar, the second.
But make
No,
Go a little further over before you push the shoulder. Get it way over.
What's the listing again?
No, the other side.
No, you're okay.
I-S-I-N.
Yes, I am.
Straight side.
Get up.
Okay.
Okay, come on.
Come on, go and cross-eyed.
Yeah.
That move right there?
I think so.
Yeah.
I felt a little something. See, I didn't know that was there either.
My wife doesn't want to do.
So that you should not have one.
Very good.
Okay. We're all finished there, Thelma.
Okay.
All right,
You go ahead and get your rest.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, well.
You just help that? No. We do it.
No,
No,
I
just
got
the other one, that's all right.
A-S-I-N.
Yeah, we adjust the other one, that's all right.
We ready? We done?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
There's still some instability there, so. That's all through there. Mhm. I gave up on those, that was the one thing that I lost.
And a keloid. That was my finger.
It was?
No, I'm
Wow. It was so fast, I didn't.
So was that your finger or your tendon?
That was the foot.
Make the spine sing. You're pushing up too far, you're pushing up this way, doesn't look like you're pushing this way. You see, you're pushing up toward, it looks,
That was.
right at the end. We got
These guys are just like your movements. Too much?
Yeah.
Sorry. Tough area.
Point the nose. You got
Point the
it.
nose.
On the slack.
Put the head down as much as you can, so that way, as you bring it back too far, you go inferior, inferior.
used to be up.
Almost. Almost.
Dang. Okay, one more try.
More tension. Very good.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
Oh, that was a good one.
I knew that first one I didn't bring you down for.
There's one.
I'll give you another one.
Hopefully, I hope so. I better talk to him again. It's pretty good.
That was pretty good for me.
You lifted.
I was really.
But he's pretty good anyway. He's improved a lot. Just, yeah, you don't have to put very much. Just set it straight.
Okay, I could go out further on the left.
Watch it, buddy.
Go out further on the left and just get the last bit out.
No, yeah, I'll just get it. See, I get the head as straight as I can. And then I just try to take enough of it out to get the slack out. I don't want to do it now when I get up to the axis, that's something different. Because the axis, I gotta get way over here to take the slack out of it. But down in that lower cervical, I've gotta try to keep the neck as straight as I can and then pull up on it right at the end.
Doesn't work.
But otherwise it's slipping.
Use the bicycle. And then we'll lock it up a little bit.
Yes.
Might got. Hold down.
Um,
Okay, let's see. That's.
Oh, we got that at home. Haven't read it yet, though. Did you get your AMPT? No?
No.
Fair amount of percentage that even had the discrepancy backwards, where the film said, let's say, the right leg, whereas the
Thing is, if you take him standing and lying down, took a picture that way, you'll see it change
Oh,
his
yeah.
legs by not doing anything. The muscle structures can change that thing to just the opposite of what the short leg shows. going up to Las Vegas.
Rocky.
Depends on what they want.
Right. They got me on all that embryological crap.
Yeah.
The origin of the notochord.
Nectomere or whatever.
The mesocephalon is
Be careful practicing on him because you're
Pushing too hard.
I mean,
I'm worried about
pushing
here.
too hard on all the patients. It's hard to
the.
stop.
Oh.
Pretty soon you start to do that with everybody.
Are you practicing on Mike?
Well, anybody that's hard to do that.
How's you? Uh-oh.
Master.
What's he doing? What's he doing? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
0, 0, 10.
Line them up.
You can't get them both on one.
It's before.
And the only way you're going to make any difference about it is to do the pelvis here and do the pelvis there. Because if you go up there, you're going to forget what it looks like. You get that blow.
Anybody want to practice that up on the ASX? Still very.
Monday.
You might not do that one.
When do you guys want to start up again? I'm gonna have to take a little bit of time off.
National boards.
I'm not going to start until probably after the middle or the end of September.
Okay.
First of October sometime. At the United States. We have 140,000 attorneys in California. Now, everybody doesn't need an attorney, but everybody sure needs a chiropractor. Something's wrong with what we've done. How many of we graduated? How many practice? If chiropractic works, then it should work. If you take a look, you can see there's a little more bending right, which goes left. Motion here. Check C6. And when you look at the move, it's moving posterior, not moving rotation. You're just setting it forward. What's it doing? Is we're taking the slack out of that spine and we're setting it at the end of it. All I want to do is set that.
There is more of a conversation. Maybe it's okay, we're here. Being more, get more things. That one extra.
That's what I want. That's my goal.
Even outside of.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what we do, but next week, we're published.
Ask any question you have. Well, what do you do with the application that comes in like this? You know, it tells you, and boom, you have the answer right there. So, I don't know. What Dr. Green would teach you some. People will call me that.
That If you look, see, I'm really sitting straight up. I'm not doing this kind of thing. Because what'll happen is just twist around and go forward.
Wants to go down to there. I don't want to work for someone who's doing something totally different than me.
I got the spine before I just do the thrusting. But what I do is, see, I lock the spine.
And say it in a way that's not offensive. Oh, really? Okay. Nice idea. We're talking tennis courts, pool. Because I'm fine. I like the deep thing going down. He's like, no. His eyes. That was a little class.
See, if I don't get the movement, with only the spine.
gets a chance.
You got some good guys that better than
This is an ASEX. Jeremy's doing it. Yeah, let's see.
See, on this one, all I'm trying to do is get this to move on this. The only thing I want to try to do is take some slack out of the spine to do it. But I have to come down with it and set it right. Once you think nothing happened, then you check it and it moves better.
It moves better.
It's not really fixed out, it just isn't, just moving right. So it might not be causing pressure, but it just might not be free.
L5, Jeremy.
Going on to
It's good footage. You than him, you than me.
Well, see what I'm going to do is take the slack out. Take the slack.
I know, but now I'm just rolling
Oh,
you.
then you get some speed. So you can roll down and slow down. It's ready, it's set. It's right there, now. What's that? Why
Right.
is that me? Oh, well, it's-
Yeah.
Get a big look at it.
Did you really?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It's like-
Hold on.
That's not. That's what I just do when I pop my disc there and it comes down like that. So, yeah, all my force is correct. Yes, yeah.
Whoa.
Not better. The main thing is you want to do is get yourself picked up and yell behind it. You pick a side. They're really tough to adjust. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
thing that I think that you're not doing is you're not taking enough slack out of it. And that's it. You're trying to force the system down. See what I have to do? I have to set it down right there. And then set it right at the end. But I've dissipated my energy, but that's basically what you have to do. See, the same principles happening on every one of his adjustments, which we're all doing. See what's happening? Do it again.
Now take it all the way.
Well, you can see what's happening is the body is absorbing this thrust. See? Now watch it. If we take it over and I bring it back, see, now if I use some traction on it, now it's going to move right at the end. But see, I'm pulling the traction on.
How did it feel
After I get
first?
the slack out, I'm making the thrust. That's what moves the vertebra. The other part does. You can make a noise with it sometimes because just you get the joint to move, and it sounds like something's moving, but you're not actually moving the articulation in this proper relationship. Because I'm not using that much for a hand up that's strong in everybody. It's like watching somebody hit a golf ball. The guy's out there, he's 290 pounds, and he hits that thing like mad. And there's a little gal up there, 110, she hits it, and it goes further than the other guy. See, it's that relationship of how that hits to get the force. It's not how strong you are, because sometimes strength ruins it. If we can get the slack out, it doesn't take so much force to move the segment. But if I don't take the slack out, I can... this looks easy, but I have problems with cases too, which you know. Sometimes they don't move that way, and sometimes they don't have to make noise. They're doing it here, but they're showing you. But they don't always do that. But it's just a question of developing that skill long enough to not get too discouraged and not to get too elated.
T2. This is here, what you have to do is bring it to it. And then set it. Okay.
Well, the trouble is you don't want to pull back on that, you just want to open it up.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
You want it from here, Adam, or from the back?
Well, it wasn't, I didn't put it.
Let me...
Adam's going. That's good.
I reached over and grabbed my hand.
Up the goal? You got the line.
He was just, I wasn't really comfortable. Oh, yeah, I'll come. I don't really found him. And he's supposed to get this open.
Yeah, I don't know. Looking up the jar today.
Already there's this bad vibe.
Nope.
Too much rotation on that?
A little bit more lift would be better. There you go. That's better.
Okay.
Didn't move this well.
It's just the wedging right here.
Yeah, it's under it. All it is.
It's under it.
Oh, okay.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, see, the trouble with writing all this stuff in here, that's not what you want. You want to know what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Specifically. So you don't get confused. It's all the statistics from medicine and all this stuff. Doesn't mean you move the verb, it'll change. And all
But isn't
this
he
time-
talking about, like, this segment would be it, or?
That's right. But he's got, you're not seeing the
Okay.
screen. It covers everything else.
Oh, I see.
See what here? This is how you do this. Talk about this is something.
Yeah. Breath in. Breathe out. Okay, I'm pretty good.
What you want to do is be very relaxed instead of just easing the move. You want to get it. You got it, right?
Yeah.
You get it. You get it straight through.
That hurt?
She really doesn't know what hurt means.
Doesn't hurt more, Eric.
See, what I have to do is get enough slack out of it.
So they set up right down, you see six. Now, when you set up in the air, was he,
On the
yeah,
Atlas?
that was he not,
Oh, you're talking about operations.
or the Atlas was here, I guess. And then he kicked it over.
Yeah, his contact is so light.
It wasn't bad. Kids in the time in school. It's the hardest part is the patient.
Yeah.
You're a tough guy. Breathe out.
You all right?
That was good. Yeah, good.
Yeah, we're pretty good.
He's very tense.
When they're tight. She's tight right now, but it's not tight right now.
Really tough.
That's it.
Never can go. Push him more.
As you adjust, bring him over, roll him over further. It's not bad.
What happened? Realize?
Maybe just bring him a little further. Push this really low.
Okay. Ready, Eric?
Yeah.
See that? See, I have to set him right over. Set right over.
Ooh.
That's right, yeah. But you just gotta get used to it.
This
See,
way.
that's something that Ryan says.
Keep it.
That's scary.
But you're pushing. You keep, it's not like you're twisting it out first.
Bend it
You're
over.
pushing.
I was too up.
Beautiful.
Okay, these guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You see that? Say that again? Whoa.
There's Ryan adjusting Rocky. It's like a PIIN. An ASIN. Look like an ASIN.
That's
Well, that. I don't know if
AS,
it feels
man.
bottom.
ladybug program. Didn't quite like, follow through. There.
You get enough of that, Rob?
That was you or him? Out.
I got practice more with your tennis ball, you know?
They named you correctly, didn't they?
Yeah, Doc Rack.
Oh.
It's chronic. To what? You always say from the left and past.
Probably don't want to try it.
Trust me, I didn't move it very far. Oh,
See, if it doesn't move as well to the right, it's locking here. It moves a lot better than that.
It's
Stand up
healthy.
for a minute. That's what it looks like. A combination of the other side.
the load is going to be the anterior side.
No, sit up. I don't want you to sit down. And just take it straight lateral. And have a left on the left side. This one's a little different because you do have to take more slack out of it because you're adjusting straight across. Key started.
No, he's on good. Uh-oh, got a patient.
Next one.
You're like one too high.
Feels you're high. One. One, two, three. Just push them over as far as you can. Don't try to adjust them. Just push all that slack out of it. Now drop your weight. That's it. That's better. That's the idea. That's not supposed to move that easy.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. We were coming down.
All right. We did it.
See, I didn't set an awful lot more than you did. You take pictures.
It's Rick L5.
Set that thing behind. Drive it home. Make it stick.
There's no resistance to it. If you're trying to overcome his position going backwards, you're using your energy.
Look good.
Jimmy should twist me. Trouble body.
They should stay on the right segment, yes.
So you gotta straighten his legs.
There it is.
See that line of drive? See it?
Beautiful.
So we went, go back and eat some fajitas.
Here's the
You get kicked out of it.
C2 for it.
He said C2.
They look at you like this.
What was it? Then you're gonna screw up. When you set C2, you're gonna screw up 6.
Now, why is it screwed up? I don't understand why.
Well, I'll tell you what you have to do. Use your head.
Use my head.
Yeah. Why would you think? No. Why would you think it would make a difference? Just for me.
I understand this. I'm recording. So you're saying that you adjust C2 and you're not affecting C6.
No, you're affecting C6.
You're affecting C6.
That's right.
Why are you affecting C6?
Because you can see it increased the reading on it.
Nothing.
What happens is want you to make sure that you're coming down this way first. It looked like you were just coming straight across. Okay. Let's see. I don't know. Let's check it again. Make sure it moved. See, what I think is you had it too, you didn't have your contact up high enough to come this way. It looks like you were doing this and coming across. That one was done.
He does this pretension AS thing.
Yeah. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to come down and set it up. Now see. Okay. See if
This.
if you let a little bit of
Our subluxations.
down.
Is there anything
But you
in there
have to make sure.
I keep feeling these muscles like, one, two, three.
What happens is you get down here and you think it's lower because the reading gets higher when you're going fast. You get this down. Go like this as opposed to that. Yeah.
Go three, right? Go three, yeah.
We'll use a double contact. Don't use a single one. That's too hard. Yeah, pitch up. This is for me. This is for me. Get away. Out that far. Set it straight down. Just take this up.
Look up, which way your back? So you're saying that I can do it like this?
Yeah, you set that on the, with the, you're down too far.
Okay.
Check it out.
Okay.
You take more slack out of it. That's,
Anytime
just did what you did.
What would you do? Basically, hope you say, okay, it's under there.
You
Do that move. Yeah, right there. You know, I've been using that. That's good stuff.
Which one?
That what you done.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't. How you said that? Like that and pull with that.
Well, I thought it was straight.
No, I didn't do it, I didn't have the neck turned around.
Go up like that.
Try to straight up.
Oh.
Too hard? Straight up, this is like,
Actually,
yeah.
Scared or something like that. It starts to loosen up. Yes, real quick.
He doesn't use that type of man.
No, because I've never had an opportunity to, and I would feel more comfortable having X-ray. Sometimes, because the knee is very,
I guess.
What kind of box this? I didn't pay him to say that, by the way. I have to set this up and over. Okay. I'll get it.
Well, you're on 5'4", but I just know for me,
What works for you?
that I got the most relief on it now, so I'm like, shoot.
Not too much to do. It felt pretty good. It felt from forth. It's pretty far down there. Trying to do it.
It's kind of hard to sell it.
It's pretty strong. Yeah.
You don't mind it.
Structure.
It's a strong ear. Good answer.
See what, not moving vertebrae. Stupid question.
We stopped asking that. We stopped asking you.
I think what's happening, again, what we're talking about is taking the attention up there and then setting it right at the end. I should move a little more. That's it. Okay. See, what I'm doing is taking most of the slack out, opening up the front before I make the thrust. Then I'm not thrusting the head down so that this moves. I try to keep the body from moving and try to push it forward. In other words, if my adjustment's pulling the neck this way, I'm not pushing it back down this way. I think that's what you got to feel.
So it's not lift,
It's like lifting it up and pushing it forward
rather than lifting up and pulling
pushing it down. See,
getting an angle on it.
Yeah, see, it's like-
Is that it?
Almost.
Gas.
Get those DVDs.
You're not doing that sounds cute.
I was trying to change something. It wasn't gonna work.
Well, you see, that one point in there, at the end of all the absorption, all the slack out of it, and because no matter what I do, at that point it's going to move, so I don't have to move so hard. I'm just setting that forward.
Oh, is that?
See, that wouldn't work. So it's not a real problem.
Most of
It's
it's
not
not
like a problem.
Push.
I got it, I thought.
You're right.
Joking.
It's not bad. Somehow he lifts up though.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
I know. Felt good. He said, pretend it's like a garage door spring. You gotta put
Okay.
Try.
That's better.
Okay.
And then also, yeah. You can just get down here and pump it. Yeah, that's better. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
If we see that one on that fourth lumbar, that's the one that shows up as a pressure.
A little bit. Not much.
Try again.
Sure. That move enough for you, Mike? We'll get a little bit more of it this time.
There we go.
Goes right down to 0 if we move it. Okay, so we have to- I see what I'm gonna do with him is bring motors.
See, but we can't promote it because it's not clear.
They did away with these altogether. For legal standpoint, they were getting.
Yeah, this is it, it's not cheap.
So we have to get that done.
How's my shoulder? Got it on the last wing.
He's not good. See, but deeper than this.
Oh.
You go what? Make sure you got it. Yeah. Come on.
See, I can't hurt.
It's good for us.
Good through.
It's like, yeah.
Scott Halfin.
That was a
Well, that was fine.
Yeah.
What was that?
Somehow you don't have to put all your weight into the adjustment.
Bring it. Get it.
Yeah.
I'd register from the Alpha.
Half of this is not getting this part.
That's what I'm getting.
What was that, Jeremy?
Yeah, excellent. That was AS, okay. Gotta be sure that it should be.
The setup was great.
The
Oh, setup.
staples in your for, Rocky?
No, don't bother taking it. The one we got loose.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're just taking off. Okay.
I have to get up on him. Just doing this.
That's all right.
Oh, I like Peter Fish is the second thing. What was Sunday?
Oh, read again.
Let's go all the way down Woodman, and then drop around to the old
Yeah, wrong.
What you're doing is you're releasing at the time that you move it. You're not setting it back.
So she's asking, how do we keep him coming back up?
You keep adjusting. You can adjust all your life. I've been adjusting for 50 years. But you're keeping it in. How often, why do I have to put water in the tank?
Trying to rush.
That's all we're doing. And we're just picking up and we say that there's some tension.
I just think that we've got changed segments, like as you started to change structure, maybe different areas would be some.
But you didn't pick on this.
find that the L5 is in its position that you like, and now something else comes up because of the chronic problem. I'm wondering, what actually keeps that L5 there? Do you have to monitor it?
We're not running experimental everywhere.
Or-
So we're just seeing them, and I don't document all this stuff. I got a lot of stuff to document.
Something popped in there just
In the warehouse, I got 40,000 x-rays on it. If we started to go through and started to pick out a lot of stuff, it would give us information.
Slipped off my finger.
We can just set it over here.
And just try to learn. Because it's easy to get frustrated.
Oh, boy, we all get frustrated.
It's better notated out.
Boy, there was a fanatic. Wish we had more in here. I don't know if it's bigger. Right here, no, that's not that one. This is the one up there.
Well, I didn't find it right on the graphs, but you found the demo last night. And it's still irritating.
We all hit walls. We just don't tell each other about it. We all We were still talking about it,
Well, I got out of school, when was that, 60? It's been
50.
What I did by myself.
Not doing
I
it.
was going over to LACC.
Because, let's see here.
When we were going to the office, it was for.
Steps away with a law important push button.
Well, Gene Allison, you remember Gene Allison?
Yes.
Take us to school. I mean, you got a lot of influence, so it's hard to get out of the bounce.
Just want to sit down for that?
I'll check it.
Yeah.
Sacred.
I'll tell you what, my sister, grandfather was what my Wilbur job. Okay. She did the same damn thing because she had lung cancer with you one lung. She got lung cancer with you one lung. Where you stop smoking. Lung toilet open up.
It's not physical exam.
That's not getting far away. The therapist there, is that? I'll show you how I am, just, you have to say. So you seen vision? Are you kidding? I'm just gonna show you. How do you get that? Go to second. That's another. And what about it on the lumbar? Well, I can just this. I can just lumbar straight.
It's the same. It all moves the same.
Big thing, Park Reports. Go about 495 and reaching to
All I can do, gotta have to lock him in. I said it. Because I can't push it.
Okay. Did one finally today. Discovered why people don't really want to do them. I was very serious. And I said, listen, I would never trick you. And I would never do anything to hurt you. Real serious, like, shut up, type thing.
You gotta set it stuck. I just have to set it. That's it. Just keep what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He watches, huh?
Maybe.
that's him.
It really does, Rocky.
No, I mean the pain. It's just
Oh,
not
the paint on
there.
Is that what they use? You have to push harder. So,
They were reading the masters, you know, I mean, people
that's
at college, they were still reading all this literature.
This one really goes to your head. Right here?
I've got a patient that I've seen for 20 years, and he comes in right now, in the last maybe year and a half, comes in every day. I said him twice in the morning, twice in the evening. I've done that for 20 years, and you can see x-rays. That's how.
It's not too
He
far
knows
away.
what's going on.
It's gonna take all the slack on first. You're too hard on the
If I know
contact.
if we didn't adjust him, there's nothing wrong with it, it's good because his mind, and then like, somebody told him.
Should be up down here. It should be up under that. You had it, but then you have it into extension.
And then it'll look easy.
How's that feel? Most important joint.
$5 or $6. Yeah.
Getting hot.
He's been all for it, and after a few adjustments, my Alzheimer's was here. So I think he wanted to.
Jeremy, Jeremy. Sure. Feel comfortable? Yeah. Kind of push harder. Push hard, not really that.
And then you just, I want to go. Yeah, the first set.
First try,
Yeah.
and then if I have to go deeper, then
Yeah, no, that was good.
Whoa.
Nice.
Out.
Right there. Sort of. That's right there.
Go on, Mom.
Wait a second, Jeremy.
Oh, like right on the spine, it's like you're maybe just get a little distraction as you pull that arc tip around there.
Here.
Can you help him with what he's doing?
Well, I feel like
Watkins that everybody goes to. So he's like the mentor of the.
Excuse me, Dr. Gohl. Oh, sorry.
You can get enough of me. Oh, I'm not in the mood.
Your thumb's
Sorry.
traumatized.
It's okay.
I don't feel it.
Oh, oh.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And just as he goes down, you have to feel how your line of drive is going to go, whether it's
No, looking not correctly crossed. Going place. When you do it twice, you do the person prepared for it.
It seems like when you tighten this tissue,
You
you
want
get
to target,
harder
you want to target,
tendon.
target counter.
Or clockwise?
Clockwise.
You're left-handed.
Yeah, I'm left-handed too.
Whatever's comfortable, just make sure it's tight. So you adjust it. The tighter the better.
And I was going to bring I have a whitewash board, kind of like this, big one. I was going to kind of thinking of drawing a picture.
Maybe good.
Be gentle with your hands, stay looser if you're really tight.
Yeah.
And just go by. See, if you put the face of your fingers there, then you
This is driving straight through the eye.
you've got to take the slide out first.
Something else when you look at the machine.
Those real far, you got to step practice. You don't step.
If you feel good enough,
You're
just
still
go
too
too
far
far.
behind. You should be
Just, all you do is just take some moves.
Like
Don't
that.
get too much moves.
Yeah, try to stay
It's like
more.
in Seven Tomahawk. Yeah. But
Good enough. Good enough.
Yeah. Got it. This guy, maybe twice, because he tightens up on the first one. You can do this first. And then
hands.
Yeah.
what he's getting paid for himself.
So keep your family, your home income out of it.
Tighten up way.
My little contribution.
Bill one.
Or something.
I don't think it's like, I have to speak up on Adam's real quick.
Move.
Because if he can tell when you're going to thrust, he just tightens up.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Well, no.
That's it. Okay, we could show. Take a couple hours on Saturday or something in the afternoon.
Need some help in the technique.
Better. So we better.